Hi guys, we're here again. I hope you're enjoying your day and let's start with the next story. Story name is The Valley of the Sleeping Clouds. So let's start. Far beyond the tallest mountains, where winding trails disappeared into the mist, lay a hidden valley that few people had ever seen. It was called the Valley of the Sleeping Clouds. Unlike ordinary valleys, this magical place was always wrapped in soft, glowing clouds that drifted gently across green meadows and crystal clear streams. At sunrise, the clouds shimmered with a golden light. At sunset, they turned shades of pink, lavender, and silver, making the valley look like a dream. The villagers who lived nearby believed the clouds were alive. They said each cloud carried a peaceful dream to someone sleeping somewhere in the world. An elderly shepherd named Elias had watched over the valley for many years. Every morning he climbed a grassy hill and quietly greeted the clouds. People often laughed and asked, "Do the clouds answer you?" Elias always smiled, not with words, but if you listen carefully, they teach patience. One summer afternoon, a curious 13-year-old girl named Nora wandered into the valley while following a white butterfly. She stopped in amazement. The clouds floated so low that they brushed gently against the flowers. She reached out and touched one. It felt as soft as warm cotton. Elias chuckled. The cloud seemed to like you. Nora visited the valley every day after that. She helped Elias care for the sheep, watered the wildflowers, and spent hours watching the peaceful clouds drift across the sky. One evening she asked, "Why do they never leave?" Elias pointed toward the highest mountain. Because every night they climb to the mountain peak and then they carry peaceful dreams into the world. Nora smiled. I wish I could see that. Elias looked thoughtful. Perhaps one day. Weeks passed peacefully until one unusually hot afternoon. The gentle breeze disappeared. The flowers began to droop. The streams grew quieter. Most surprising of all, the clouds stopped moving. They simply hovered above the valley without drifting. The following morning, they remained perfectly still. No golden sunrise glow, no playful shapes, no gentle dance across the hills. The valley felt strangely silent. The nearby villagers soon noticed something else. Children began walking from restless sleep. Parents spoke of strange, uneasy dreams. Even birds seemed less cheerful. What has happened to the cloud? Everyone wondered. That evening, Nora climbed the hill with Elias. The old shepherd looked worried. I have never seen them so still. As the moon rose above the mountains, one tiny cloud slowly floated toward Nora. It shimmered faintly before gently resting in her hand. Inside the cloud appeared a single silver feather. Attached to it was a tiny ribbon with delicate words woven into its threads. The dreams cannot rise until hope returns. Nora looked up in surprise. What does it mean? Elias gazed toward the distant mountain peak. I believe he whispered. Our journey is about to begin. The next morning, carrying only a walking stick, a small backpack, and the mysterious silver feather, Nora and Elias set out toward the highest mountain, determined to discover why the clouds had stopped carrying dreams and how they could bring hope back to the valley. Nora and Elias climbed higher into the mountains as the morning mist slowly lifted. The path became steeper with every step. Ancient pine trees lined the narrow trail, and cool streams followed across smooth stones. Yet something felt different. The air was unusually still. Even the birds had stopped singing. Nora carefully held a silver feather. Every few moments it gave off a soft glow, as if guiding them towards something unseen. After many hours, they reached the highest peak overlooking the valley. At the very top stood a magnificent tree with branches and that stretched toward the sky like open arms. Its silver leaves shimmered gently in the sunlight, but beneath the tree lay a beautiful crystal fountain. Its water had almost completely dried up. Only a few tiny drops remained. Elias knelt beside it. This is the fountain of hope, he whispered. It has fed the clouds for longer than anyone can remember. Nora looked around. But why has it stopped flowing? Just then a gentle voice echoed through the mountain breeze. Because hope cannot grow where kindness is forgotten. Startled, Nora looked up. Graceful white bird landed on one of the silver branches. Its feather glowed softly in the sunlight. I am the guardian of the valley, the bird said. The fountain is filled not by rain but by the kindness people share with one another. Nora remembered how life in the nearby villages had changed. People had become rushed and impatient. Neighbors rarely visited one another. Children spent less time playing together. Everyone seemed too busy to notice those who needed help. The fountain has grown weak, the guardian continued, and without hope, the crowds cannot carry peaceful dreams. Nora's heart filled with determination. Can we save it? The guardian smiled. Yes, but not by magic, only by awakening kindness once again. Nora and Elias hurried back to the village. Instead of telling everyone about magical fountains or enchanted clouds, they simply began helping wherever they could. Nora read stories to younger children after school. Elias repaired broken fences for elderly neighbors. They planted fall flowers beside lonely cottages. They shared warm meals with families who had little food. Slowly, others noticed. A baker began giving fresh bread to those in need. The village blacksmith repaired old tools without asking for payment. Children visited grandparents and listened to their stories. Neighbors gathered each evening to sing, laugh, and share simple meals together. Something wonderful began to happen. Far above the mountain, the fountain of hope slowly filled again. Each generous act became a sparkling drop of crystal water. The garden watched quietly as the fountain overflowed for the first time in many seasons. Its clear water flowed into tiny streams that disappeared into the clouds. That night, the clouds awakened. One by one, they began drifting gently across the valley. Their soft silver glow returned. As moonlight touched them, they floated gracefully toward the stars, carrying peaceful dreams across the world once more. The following morning, the villagers noticed the change. Children woke smiling after happy dreams. Birds sang from every tree. Wildflowers opened with sunrise. The valley seemed brighter than ever before. Few days later, Nora and Elias returned to the mountain peak. The fountain of hope sparkled like liquid diamonds beneath the morning sun. The guardian greeted them warmly. You have remembered the greatest truth. Nora smiled. What truth? The guardian spread its glowing wings. Hope is not something we wait to receive. It is something we create for one another. Years passed, Nora grew into a wise teacher who inspired children with stories of kindness, courage, and compassion. She never spoke of magical fountains or talking birds. Instead, she reminded every child that every smile, every helping hand, and every encouraging word added hope to the world. The children believed her because they saw the difference for themselves. Whenever kindness filled the village, the clouds drifted peacefully above the valley. Whenever people forgot to care for one another, the clouds slowed, reminding everyone what truly mattered. One spring morning, a little boy climbed the grassy hill where Nora often sat watching the clouds. Why do the clouds look so peaceful? He asked. Nora smiled and pointed toward the sky. Because every cloud carries a hope that someone shared with another person. The little boy thought for a moment. Then I'll give someone hope today. Nora smiled even brighter. You already have. Far above them, one small cloud shimmered with a golden glow before floating gently toward the horizon. And so the valley of the sleeping cloud continued its quiet work, carrying peaceful dreams across the world. One act of kindness, one hopeful heart, and one gentle cloud at a time. Now, the moral of the story. Hope grows when we choose kindness. Every caring word, generous action, and compassionate heart can brighten someone's life, just as a single cloud can carry peaceful dreams across the world. So, this was a story of the Valley of the Sleeping Clouds. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be awaiting your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe the channel for more fun videos.